Okay, welcome back to the ACE Barre Chord System, Part 3, Major 7th Chords. Before we talk about the major 7th chords, let's just review a little bit. Now, do you recall what 3 intervals make up the major chord? I'll give you a moment. Always remember it's 1, 3, 5. The 1 is also known as the root. So whenever we play, like for example, when we play the C chord right here, I've got a root, 3, 5, then I've got another root, and then another 3. So really I'm only playing 3 notes there. I'm playing a root, 3, 5. Now, so we're going to do the major 7th. So remember, the notes that make a major 7th is a 1, 3, 5, and the 7. The first note of the scale, the third note of the scale, the 5th note, and the 7th note. Okay? Now, major 7ths are very pretty chords. You've heard them. Something in the way she moves me. You hear it all the time. Who's gonna drive my car? Just very, very beautiful chord. And you know, I've spent most of my life in a music store. I was in a music store, full time from 1979 until recently. And I'm going to tell you, if you'll learn how to play these 3 types of major 7th chords, you'll know more chords than 90% of the guitar players that come into the store, because most people get lost on major 7th chords. A lot of them know your dominant 7th, like a G7, but for whatever reason, when it comes to the major 7, a lot of people just kind of ignore them to their detriment. Now, the easy way to remember how we construct a major 7th is if you think about it, the scale. You have the notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the octave. Notice that the octave, the root note, the octave higher, is only a half step or 1 fret away from the 7. So anytime you have a major chord, if you will just lower one of your root notes down a half step, 1 fret, you have the major 7. For example, C, take that note right there down, C major 7. See? When I make the C up here, I've got this C here on the 3rd string. Lower that down, I've got a C major 7. If I play this chord up here, if I bring that note right there down, it's a major 7. Okay, so that's one way to look at those chords, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the diagrams just like I did in the previous lesson. So here we go. Starting the key of C. We're always starting the key of C, aren't we? So first we're going to go C, C major 7. C, C major 7. C, C major 7. This one is a little more awkward because you're not just bringing down one note, but you're doing away with the note on the 5th string. So it's not really a bar chord in the true sense, because I'm going to put my first finger here, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 4th, and your pinky on the 3rd. It's kind of like the A minor shape, except you got a C bass note. Although you're not literally barring your chord, it's a movable chord. We would just think of it as being in the bar chord family. So now we've got, here we go, C major 7, C major 7, C major 7. On that one, that's kind of funny because your 5th string is dead and your 1st string is too. So if you're using a pick, you can just mute the 5th string. I'm doing a finger style, whichever you prefer. So here we go again. C major 7, C major 7, C major 7. Okay, then we go to F. Remember we found the one with the root on the closest to the nut. That would be the F major 7 with the root on the 6th string. There's the F major 7. Then up here, we've got this one. See, I'm barring this 3 fingers, 3rd finger there. Remember, these two always share the same root note, don't they? See? So if we F major 7, F major, just pick up that finger, F major 7, you see? And then up here, F major 7. All right, so here we go one more time, F major 7, F major 7, F major 7, F major 7. Now B flat, we start with this shape down here. B flat major 7, B flat major 7, B flat major 7, back to the root on the 6th, and then on the 1st fret. Next, that was B flat. Next we have E flat. It's going to start here. See there, remember the major was like this. Just bring that up, you have E flat major 7, E flat major 7, and way up here on the 11th fret, back to the 6th fret, here. Now we have A major 7 on the 4th fret, then way up here on the 8th fret, then we're up here on the 11th, back to the 8th. Alright, then we have D flat major 7, starting right here with your pinky right there. Remember there? See, instead of this major, we've got major 7. And instead of D flat major, we've got major 7. And instead of D flat major, we've got major 7. See? And then back to D flat major 7 down here. So one more time, D flat major 7, D flat major 7, D flat major 7, D flat major 7, D flat major 7. Okay, after D flat we have G flat, starting right here. Remember G major, remember G flat major 7, G flat major 7, G flat major 7, back to G flat major 7. Okay, after G flat we have B, right, this shape here, A shape, that's B major 7. Up on the 7th fret, B major 7. Up here we have B, way up here, B major 7. Again, if you have an acoustic guitar, don't worry about this one. B major 7. Okay, back to B major 7, and B major 7. After B we have E, so we've got this. This is kind of awkward to tell you the truth. We got E major 7 like this. You're not going to do it like that, you see. But we're using some open strings there. I'm going to do it an octave higher also. E major 7. Up here we have this E major 7. And up here we have E major 7. And then up here we have E major 7. So if you want to do, that's an octave higher than this. E major 7. I want to do an octave higher. E major 7. Back to E here on the 7th fret, E major 7, E on the 4th fret, major 7. Okay, that was E. Let's see. Yeah, we did B, E. Now we're to A. So we have the open A major 7. See, that's an open chord. See, A major 7. Then we have A major 7. Then way up here on the 9th fret, A major 7. Back to the 5th fret, A major 7, and A major 7. Oh, well, that brings us to D. 2nd fret, D major 7, D on the 5th fret. Always remember these two share the. I made a mistake. That was E. D major 7 on the 2nd fret, right? There's your root. D major 7. 10th fret, D major 7. Back to the 5th fret, D major 7, D major 7. Okay, that brings us to the last one, G. 3rd fret, G major 7, G on the 7th fret, major 7. See, there's your root note, G major 7. Then up here, G major 7. Back to here, G major 7, G major 7. There you go. There it is. So that's all 12 keys, your major 7ths. Again, let me remind you, if you go below, you'll see in the description, you can go there and I'll have a link that'll take you to the landing page, which will have a free PDF. You just click on it where it says download this PDF. It's really just a simple download. No pop-ups, no anything like that. Also, there'll be a hub there that'll have links to the other 7 videos, or all 8 videos. That way, if you ever get lost on them, you can just go to that hub and go to any of them you want to. And we'll have the playlist of all the videos in case you get lost, you decide you want to review one of the other ones. But if you haven't seen the introduction in part 1, I recommend you see those first, because because that explains what's going on here. So that was number 3, wasn't it? So we'll see you on number 4. Number 4, we're going to do the dominant sevenths. See you there.